Hey everyone, welcome back to Raising the Nuts. I know it's been a little bit since I put up a video, sorry about the delay on that. If you guys are interested in watching an interview that I did one on the LO8 Grinder YouTube page. It's actually a really long interview, went into a ton of different topics. It's like 2 hours long, but I'll leave the link in the description below. Go check out his channel, give him a subscribe and some likes if you like the video that we did. He did a bunch of other awesome poker vlogger interviews as well, so yeah, definitely check out his channel. For today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different. Licensed, regulated online poker now exists in Pennsylvania. It started about a week ago. As some of you might know, I've been playing online poker in New Jersey for the last 6 years. But I live right across the bridge from Philly. So what we're going to do today is we're going to drive into Philly, find a coffee shop, set up our account, and play a regular session. I'm going to just vlog it like I was playing a live session. We're going to, I'll give updates throughout the session, relevant hands that I play, and then let you know how I did at the end of the session. So let's get started. All right, so we made it into Philly. We're at the Bloomsday Cafe, about 20 minutes from my house, so not a bad ride in. Plan is to set up my account on PokerStars. So I got to come up with a screen name, so that's the first thing. And then I think the most I can deposit in one day is $1,000. So we'll be playing a little bit lower stakes, probably just play 2 or 3 tables at a time and get in the action. Now I'll update you guys in about an hour to see how things are going. Okay, so about 45 minutes into session here. It took a little while to get everything set up, but got the screen name made, got the deposit made, got $1,000 in. Playing 3 or 4 tables of action. We got 1 1-2 game and 3 50-cent a dollar games. So obviously you can only play a few tables and also have to play lower stakes until we can build up. I think I can only deposit like $2,500 a week. We got right into action though. We got some hands here early on. In the 1-2 game, I raised in the cutoff to $6 with Ace King, and the button put in a 3-bet to $18. Gets back to me. I'm going to put in a 4-bet, so I 4-bet to $48, and he makes the call of Ace King with the Ace of Clubs, and flop comes down King 6-2 with 2 clubs. So very good flop for me. And on this type of board, I'm going to be betting really small. So I go with a bet of $26, and he makes the fold quickly. So off to a pretty good start. Next hand of note, I also have Ace King. There's a raise in early position, a call from the cutoff, and I put in a 3-bet on the button to $20 with Ace King again. The original airs are folds, and the caller makes the call. Flop comes down King, King 7 with 2 hearts. So we're flopping trips here. Great start in PA Online Poker. They checked me. I bet $16 down betting here. Probably going to do this with a lot of hands. I bet 16 into 48, I believe it was. He makes the call. The turn's an offsuit 9. He checks, and I'm going to keep betting. I bet $38, and he makes the call again. River's an offsuit 5, and this time he leads for $58, and he has like $60 or $70 behind. Pretty unlikely on beat here. Pretty much only pocket 7s or pocket 9s that chooses to take this weird line. I think he's going to have a lot of King Queen, King Jack, maybe some bluffs in there, maybe some King 10. So I go ahead and just jam, and he makes the call. Unfortunately, he has 8-6 of hearts, so he backdoored a straight on us. I did not see that one coming. So not a good hand for us to have there at 1-2. Next hand is a 50-cent a dollar hand. I raise from the small blind to $3 with King Jack of Clubs, and the big blind makes the call. Flop comes down Queen 5-4 all clubs, so flopping the second nut flush here. I go ahead and down bet again here, $2 into $6, and he makes the call. The turn card is a 10. Offsuit 10. I go ahead and overbet this time, and I bet $13, and the player makes a pretty quick call. River's an offsuit king. He's got about $53 left in a $37 pot, so I go ahead and just jam all in, and he snap calls and has king queen, so we win that one. Next hand at 50 cents a dollar, the button limps in. I have pocket queens and make it $5 from the small blind. Both the big blind and the button limper call. Flop comes down Jack 10-8 with 2 diamonds. I decided to check here. I actually don't have the queen of diamonds in my hand. I think I like it better if I do have the queen of diamonds. Anyway, I decide to check. The big blind puts in a bet of 3/4 pot, bets $9. The button folds, I make the call. The turn is an offsuit 3, I check, and the big blind decides to jam all in for $73 into something like $30. I'll have the exact sizings down here in the graphics for you guys. I decide to make the call, and he has 5-7 of diamonds. So just have to fade a diamond, pretty much. Yeah, because the river's a 9, makes us both a straight, so I win that one. Next hand, I get a little bit out of line. The button limps in. He's the same player from the 8-6 hand. I just call the small blind with ace of hearts, deuce. The big blind checks. The flop comes down Jack 10-2, all hearts. I check. The big blind bets half pot. The button calls. I decide to put in a raise to $20, and they both make the call. The turn is an offsuit 7. I decide to keep up my story here and bet $40. Obviously, I have a blocker to the nuts. Both of them call again. So we're building a big pot here with a pair of deuces with the nut flush blocker, obviously. The river is an 8, and I decide to just go for it and jam it all in. I have $140 remaining. The big blind gives it a big tank and folds, and the button unfortunately makes the call as he had queen 9 with the queen of hearts. So pretty rough run out there for us to get called in that spot. But I think I'm okay with going for it there. Unfortunately, it didn't work. And then last hand so far in this session, this is the type of hand that you'll only see online. You won't really see this happen too much live. I opened to $3 at 50 cents a dollar with ace king. The player next to act puts in the 3-bet to $9, and the player on the button puts in a cold 4-bet to $26, I believe it was. Gets back to me. I have $100, 100 big blinds, so just easy jam here. The button could have a lot of hands that could be 3-betting pretty wide, or cold 4-betting pretty wide. And so not much to do but just get it in. The cutoff folds and the 4-better calls, and he has ace queen. So good news for us. We actually both flop trips on ace ace X, and my hand holds up, so I get a double up on that table there. Like I said, about 40 minutes into the session here, and I think I'm down about $250, somewhere around there. And unfortunately, my laptop has just died. So we're going to try to figure out what to do from here. I think I have about another 45 minutes to play until we have to go pick up Ava. So I'm going to try to find somewhere to charge this laptop and then continue playing. Really? You can't be in my video like that. All right. All right, wrapping up the session here. Got about another 45 minutes in. Had to switch coffee shops because I ran out of battery at that one. But got another couple interesting hands. Went on a little bit of a heater on the 4 tables that I was playing. So first hand, I open king 8 suited on the button, and the big blind defends. The flop comes down king 5-3 with 2 clubs. He checks. I bet 1/3 pot, $2. It's at 50 cents a dollar, so he calls. The turn's an 8, so top 2 now for me. He checks, I overbet. I bet $14 into 10. He makes the call. And the river's an ace. He checks. He's got about $35 left, I think, somewhere around that, a little over pot. So I go ahead and just jam. He makes the snap call. He's got ace queen of clubs, so he rivered a pair of aces. Missed the flush draw, so we win that one. Next hand, the button limps at 1-2. The small blind raises to $10. I make the call from the big blind with queen 10 of diamonds, and the button calls as well. The flop comes down 9-4-2 with all diamonds. So flopping this 3rd nut flush there. The small blind leads for $19 into 30. I make the call, and the button calls. The turn is an offsuit 8. So the turn is a 4, pairing the board. I think it was 8-4-2 all diamonds. I don't know what I said on the flop. It's really cold out here. Stopped snowing, but it's cold. 8-4-2 flop, all diamonds. Turn 4. The small blind leads for $40. I make the call, and the button folds. River's an offsuit jack. He checks. I go ahead and just jam for my last $130, and he snap calls with jack 10. So he's bluffing the whole way and made a pair of jacks on the river. So win another big pot there. Full double in that hand. And then last hand of note. Let's see what the last hand of note. Last hand of note, cutoff opens at 50 cents a dollar to $3. Small blind calls. I 3-bet to $13 with ace jack of spades from the big blind. The cutoff calls, and the small blind folds. Flop comes down ace jack 7, 2 hearts. So flopping top 2 here. I lead for $11. Down bet again. The player decides to put in a raise to $30. I make the call. The turn's the 10 of hearts, not the best turn card, but Not going to fold my hand at any point. I check, he jams for the remaining $65. I make the call. He's got ace king with the king of hearts, and river is a brick, 5 offsuit 5, so I win that hand and end up booking a $333 winner, I think it was. I don't know, I have the screenshot on here. Definitely fun to get some online hands in here. It's freezing outside. Yeah, I know. Jody just said, "Are you out of your mind out here?" Listen, I gotta talk about the hands here. But good to get an online session in here in Pennsylvania. The games seem fun. Lots of action. Lots of players playing. 670 players, I think there were that were online when I wrapped up there. And I'll be back. I'm gonna keep coming over the bridge and grinding. Let me know what you guys think of this online type of vlog. I know the hands play out a little bit differently than live, but it gives you a kind of glimpse into the way that the online action is. So let me know, guys, what you guys think. But thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time. If you guys like the videos, please hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment below with any questions you have on any of the hands that I played, and I'll see you guys next time.